Welcome. Russell Conwell told of an ancient Persian, Ali, who owned a very large farm that had orchards, grain fields, and gardens. Ali was a wealthy and content man. One day, Ali entertained a guest who told him all about diamonds and how wealthy he would be if he owned a diamond mine. Ali went to bed that night a poor man. Poor because he was discontented. Craving a mine of diamonds, he sold his farm to search for the rare stones. He traveled the world over, finally becoming a poor, broken, and defeated, that he committed suicide. One day, the man who purchased Ali Fahad's farm led his camel into the garden to drink. As his camel put its nose into the brook, the man saw a flash of light from the sands of the stream. He pulled out a stone that reflected all the hues of the rainbow. The man had discovered the mine of Golconda, the most magnificent diamond mine in all history. Had Ali remained at home and dug his own garden, he would have acres of diamond instead of experiencing death in a strange land. The more we want from a human perspective, the less we have. Philippians chapter 4 verse 12 and 13. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. I can do all this through Him who gives me strength. Let's start with the definition. Contentment is satisfaction in God's sufficient provision. Talk about going against the grain of the culture. Contentment brings a settled sense of sufficiency and a peaceful pace that proves more is not the focus of our thinking. Contentment brings blessings, such as joy in the present and satisfaction in the simple things of life. But contentment doesn't just happen, it's a choice. And when you choose it repeatedly, you create a lifestyle of being content. We don't wake up one morning and say, wow, I think I got contentment last night. Paul says he learned to be content. He figured out how to be content in highs and in lows, in abundance and in need, in plenty and in hunger. The secret of Paul's contentment was actually rooted in wanting more of Christ and less of everything else. That's why he says earlier in his letters to the Philippians, I eagerly expect and hope that I will in no way be ashamed, but will have sufficient courage, so that now as always Christ will be exalted in my body, whether by life or death. For to me to live is Christ, and to die is gain. Philippians 1:20 and 21. When we choose contentment, then our hearts are like wells that bubble up with gratitude for every small thing, for a day of opportunity to bring God glory with our attitude. The secret is in learning to lean on the source and not the supply. I would like you all to repeat this prayer along with me. I am chosen by God, and I choose contentment. I come to you now, empty-handed, but with a full heart. Fill me with your Spirit, that I may know what it means to be content, whether I have plenty or I am in need. Amen. Yes, my dear friends, whether we have plenty or if we are in need, let us learn to be content in Jesus. Amen.